This is Trainer Sancho13. This video demonstrates how to use the Pokémon command in the Pokémon GO ResearchBot. Field research tasks in Pokémon GO can reward either items or Pokémon encounters. Some tasks even have the possibility of encountering different types of Pokémon. For example, the task Win a Gym Battle has long rewarded one of the Kanto starters, Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. In situations like this, it may seem like the Pokémon you receive is random, but it's not. Everyone who receives a task from the same Pokéstop will actually receive the exact same species of Pokémon. The ResearchBot allows you to share a task received from a Pokéstop, and now with the use of the Pokémon command, you can also share the Pokémon species you received from that same Pokéstop. Now let's see a demo. Here I walk to my first Pokéstop, take a picture of its photo disc, and spin it. It contains the special event task, Go Fest Global, Win 3 Gym Battles. This task has the possibility of encountering either Nidoran Male, Magnemite, Scyther, Meditite, or Feebas. I won't know which exact species until I complete the task, but first let's report it to the ResearchBot. Switching over to Telegram, I type the task name. I select Pokémon Encounter as the reward, and for the time being, the ResearchBot will indicate that any of the 5 species is a possibility. Finally, I select my current location and the Pokéstop picture I took. The task is successfully reported, placed on the public map, and I am given a unique ID for the task. This ID will be important later when I figure out which specific Pokémon is encountered from this task. Now I walk to a second Pokéstop and pick up another task. It's the same task. I'll report this task to the ResearchBot in the same way. Notice that the ResearchBot has detected a possible duplicate. This is because there is a nearby task that is the same as the newly reported task. The ResearchBot is giving me the opportunity to review the nearby task to see if it has already been reported or if the existing task is different than what I'm now reporting. In this case, it's just the task from the first Pokéstop, so I choose to continue. And finally, I walk to a third nearby Pokéstop. Again, it's the same task, and let's report it again. Now I have 3 identical tasks. They appear in my research list in the same order that I received them from the 3 Pokéstops. The next step is to finish the tasks so that I can see which Pokémon I'll get from each one. Fortunately, there's a nearby gym to battle in, so let's walk there. These 3 gym battles will be quick. And now that we're done, my 3 tasks are completed. First, I'll click on the top task, which is the one I received from the first Pokéstop. It rewards a Feebas. This means that everyone who spins that first Pokéstop will receive the GoFest Global Win 3 Gym Battles task, and also they'll receive a Feebas from that task. Let's use the Pokémon command in the ResearchBot to share that Feebas is received from the first Pokéstop. The first step is to find the ID of the task received from the first Pokéstop. I scroll up to the first of the 3 tasks and copy the ID. Then I use the Pokémon command with that ID. The ResearchBot asks me which of the 5 known species is rewarded, and I select Feebas. Back in Pokémon Go, I open the top task, which is the one I received from the second Pokéstop. This task rewards Magnemite. Again, I find the ID from the ResearchBot and use the Pokémon command with that ID. The same options are presented, and I select Magnemite. I repeat this procedure for the remaining task received from the third Pokestop. This final task rewards Metatite, which I'll now report in the ResearchBot. With all three tasks reported, let's look at the research map. The map command gives a link to the map, which opens in a browser. Zooming to my location, you can see that each of the three reported tasks now indicates which specific Pokemon was received from that Pokestop. Now other trainers will know which Pokemon they will also receive when completing the task from these three locations. If you have any questions about the Pokemon command, or about the ResearchBot in general, feel free to post a comment below. Good luck, trainers, and be the very best.